Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be mixing from scratch, which many of you wanted me to do this, and now I'm finally doing it. I have my own song over here, and I'm going to be mixing this. I have a drum track, I have guitars, I have a bass track, and I have vocals. I'm going to be mixing this, and I have already added a few plugins, which I'm going to be tweaking along with what I'm going to do here. So let's quickly hop in. This is going to be a long one. So let's put the guitars in a folder. Here, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna write guitars.
A few moments later.
Be careful in Pro Tools. If you delete the track, you cannot get it back. So just be very careful about that. These drums are not yet edited. Nothing has been done over here. So we have to do that right now. Let's quickly clean up the drums till we have something clean enough. As you can see, there's a bleed from the snare mic, which always happens. In order to make our mixes more cleaner, then we should always clean. Sometimes you don't really get edited tracks when you have to mix. Snare and kick are mostly what you have to pay attention to. For the purpose of this video, if I would be doing just an editing video, which I'm going to show you later, I am going to be removing every part which is not needed in this. For now, I'm just going to be showing you how I'm approaching this as a mix. Okay, so I've done a little balancing. I feel that is what is required. Now let's do, and panning, of course. Now let's see the kick. First, I'm going to do subtractive EQ, which is going to involve okay, we have that frequency there, but we'll remove the frequencies which are not required. But we still want this, so we're just going to remove the middle part. So always check the frequencies, the good frequencies which we need to boost. So let's hear. Usually 60 Hertz is around the area which we need to boost, right? So I'm going to use the Pultec trick, which is before, before. It's more boomy. So kick out, and also we don't really need this part. Be copying this, and I'm just going to be boosting using another EQ here. I'm going to be using the channel strip. Let's do a low pass. Boost the low frequencies. So before, I'm going to be using parallel compression on these drums. Again, I'm just going to be using and I'm going to be doing the same thing here. Again, I'm going to be using the native channel strip as well over here, which is, let's do, and we also should do a high cut. can't really do much. Don't want that, right? So I'm just gonna be... That's the griddle sound which we want. I'm also going to be using SPL attacker, which actually forces it more. So if I attack, it hits you more. So the transient is becomes more larger. So it makes it more in your face. That's what I'm using it for. Now just make sure that you don't clash the frequencies. That's when the mix will be bad. So let's do the toms, which is over here. This seems to be very thin right now because it's not playing. Even the tom is supposed to be a little similar to the kick. So what we need is we do need something like this again here. Let's do there's some weird frequency. This is making it too let's just do the OH and OL will always be very thin, so just cut all the lows and just leave the highs. You don't need to do anything else to that. So I'm just going to do this. It's going to sound like this. So it cuts all the muddiness, which is not required. Right. Now we'll do the same thing here. All right, so we have quite a good drum sound as of now, but to get more punch out of it, I'm going to add a parallel compression as well as some reverb to that. So this takes time, so let's do it. Hey guys, sorry due to some technical issues, the video had stopped, but I am going to be showing you what I exactly did. Before the LA2A, I've added the Dangerous Backs EQ, which I've just boosted a little bit of the 1 or 2 dBs just of 5K to really get that punch out of the drums. And then I've used a smack attack as well. Just subtracted the sustain a bit here. And I've added a parallel compression to all of these using a little bit on the kick, more on the snare, and also on the tom as well. And I've used the Pro C3, which is the new one, and I've used to the max the highest amount of compression you can get. And I've also used a little bit of compression on the rooms, just a little bit. We can also just squash it as well up to our own taste. See how that sounds? So that's what I've done, and I've also added a snare reverb. Now I'm going to be adding some more on the toms as well, and the rooms and overheads. As the rooms and overheads are already a reverb itself, they're sounding like a reverb, but we can add a little bit. I'm also going to remove the ringing, which I'm just going to use a FabFilter Pro Q4 to hear it. If you really want more of the hit, then I'm going to be using as long as it's giving you the feel. So as I'm going to be adding the instruments one by one, I'm going to be getting more of the drums, more of the whole song feel and this is a 6/8 feel, so I'm going to be getting it more. So I'm going to be doing the bass, guitars, and vocals next in the next video. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, do like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to be seeing you in the next one. I have a special discount for you guys. You can use the code rhythmic to get a plugin, which is Plugin Boutique, and which you can get just for $1 when you use this coupon. And it's basically a modular synth plugin, which you can design sounds and you can use the samples given to you through the plugin. This discount is for the light version, so get it now. It's in the description down below. See you in the next video.